everybody, welcome to another edition, another week where we're going to speak continental football. This is what we do. All the preparation that everybody has done comes down to this. Lufuno, the big boys are not in this round.
Yeah, they're not.
Who are those big boys that are not there?
Okay, Ali, Sundowns,
So you are saying, okay, coming from you, let's move on.
Esperance, and the last one is...
No, Wydad are not here at all.
No, Wydad is not here. Then you've got Mazembe.
So preliminary stages.
Yeah.
Now, everybody has been preparing.
Yeah.
You look at Orlando Pirates SC. The Spanish guitar went home, rejuvenated, came back with a dancing man from Angola. How are they looking? How have their preparation gone? And do you have confidence that they'll make it to the second round of preliminary?
Before I even start with that part, I think Jose is happy with his preseason. Going to Spain, they had a good time. They played good teams there. Sevilla, Granada, you talk about it, Plymouth. An unpredictable team they never imagined.
Amara when Rooney, we can't say it.
No, at the end of the day, remember preseason, it's all about getting the minutes for the players.
Understood.
And it's good for those players that they had such a good preseason. We even saw it when Pirates played their first MTN game here in South Africa. It was
They were tested.
Exactly. They played an unpredictable Gavin Hunt.
Yeah.
And Gavin Hunt pushed that team. As much as Pirates won that game, it told you that, look, Pirates is ready for the new season, but the challenge for Pirates again starts with the prelim games. We then ask ourselves questions, are they going to join in this thing again?
Talking of joining, if they win this thing, Lufuno, if Pirates gets through the first round,
it's round 2.
Round 2, there's a strong possibility that they will meet those across the border from South Africa, from joining.
Most definitely. I'm looking forward to that game. Because I think that Pirates will correct their mistakes that they've done in the past edition. And Pirates will really put one past their coach because they've never beaten that coach.
Maralufuna, I worry. And let me tell you why I worry.
Yeah.
Remember Joaneng, the Joaneng that Pirates met had never been in the Champions League.
Yeah.
Now, the Joaneng that Pirates are going to be meeting now know what it's like to go to Benjamin Mkapa and play against Simba. Know what it's like to go to Casablanca and play against Wydad and get a win. So they have now gained a certain level of pedigree, which means Pirates have to play above themselves to be able to win this.
Yeah, look, I think Pirates have paid their school fees because the mistake that Pirates did was not to win in Botswana. That was the biggest problem. And then obviously when it came here in Orlando, it was also a bit of a, an affair that was very tough for them and went to the penalties because Joaneng was looking for that. And they got exactly what they were looking for. Penalty can go either way. And of course, they won that game on penalties. But I can tell you now, the Pirates that played Joaneng, it's not the same Pirates that they will be facing now.
Joaneng is not the same either.
This is the Pirates that I can tell you now. One thing for sure for Badra is that Champions League they have to go through. They have to get into the group stage of the Champions League. That is the biggest mandate for Orlando Pirates.
Okay, I hear SC Lufuno is excited about, and he believes Pirates are going to have a walkover. But
it's not a walkover, Mpo. They will get it tough, but I can tell you now. And as I said, the last time when I was here, I said Pirates will make top 4. They will make top 4.
Okay.
Top 4 of the Champions League?
Yes.
Okay.
Of the Champions League, mean in the semi-final?
Yes, they will get there.
Mapagania, you have now a new supporter in Lufuno. Every week Lufuno changes, so loyalty changes according to Lufuno. SC, once we then pass Pirates, there's been a lot of changes that have happened in a lot of teams. But there's one team that has stayed consistent in terms of the squad component, technical team. They've had quite a robust preseason. And they've come through with flying colors. I mean, you look at Wananchi. Lufuno can tell you what Yanga can do.
Look, Wananchi had a good preseason, guys. You can even go back and still watch the games and enjoy them. When you watch how...
I mean, Yanga are stuck in their structures. They have a way that they play.
When you look at how Gomondi sets up his teams, it then tells you that this guy is aware of what he has in his team, and the players are aware of what they have in their coach. The confidence they have in each other will take them so far. you look at the game they played against Azam. I mean, that 4-1 scoreline wasn't a fluke. Okay, yeah, we can give it to Azam and say they had elementary mistakes at the back, you know.
But you still got to punish them.
You still have to punish them, and they did that. You look at the goal that Azizki scored. That is a beauty of a goal. From a corner kick coming inside, and then he took it with his left.
Nah, it's an own goal, man. Come on. It's an own goal. No.
Wait,
That's an own goal.
How do you score goals?
But it's an own goal.
How do you score goals?
We can't categorize it in a beauty.
No, wait. How do you score goals? How do you score goals?
But no, I'm not saying it's not a goal, but we cannot put it here as a beauty.
Lufuno.
You know why I'm saying it's a beautiful goal?
It's an own goal.
Literally, it's a self-made goal. As much as he says it's an own goal.
But it's an own goal.
Taking a ball from the corner kick, coming into the 18 end,
He was crossing
taking
the
a
ball.
chance.
He was crossing the ball.
thought to do that.
No, he was crossing the ball. He was not scoring.
A few players cannot do that.
We need water, please. Lufuno must drink. When we speak about Yanga, Lufuno still gets touched.
No, but I'm just saying it was an own goal.
But looking at the Yanga pre-season tour, the way that they went, they came to South Africa, played in Mbombela, played in Bloemfontein, went back home, had one of their derby against Simba, which they beat with their new technical team with Fadlu Davids. That has probably put them in a very good position because conditioning they are good, preparation they are good, structurally they are good.
I think the biggest thing is that also the way they integrated the new players into their team.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at Dube, he's scoring for free. That for you tells you they knew what they were looking for in terms of completing their team. What position they wanted to strengthen and how they played. They go all about like it's a team that has been together for a while. Of course, they got players that were there, but the new players have gelled well.
They've integrated
integrated very well. The way they play, it's exactly the same way you see them play today. The following day, they still play the same way. They've got a structure, and as he said, that Gamondi knows exactly what he's got in terms of his players. So I think they had a very solid preseason. And that really will give them a good start in terms of, if you look at in South Africa when they came in, they played TS, they played Kaizer Chiefs, they played Oxback, and they went and played Azam, they played Simba. These are very difficult oppositions that they played against. And in terms of now, when they went back, they were now actually finalizing their preparations towards the preliminary for the Champions League and, of course, the league. I think they've done
You're brave enough to tell us that Orlando Pirates are going to be in the top 4.
I'm not brave. I know what Pirates can offer on the table.
See that you're a man that
you know the challenge for me.
But you see, besides last season where Pirates were knocked out of by Zwane, if you look at their record in Africa, when they go into the space, Pirates exact themselves.
It's a different beast.
It's a different beast. I can tell you that.
I actually disagree with that.
Yeah, my God.
You know, watching Pirates in these 2 seasons in terms of CAF space, they haven't been that beast he's talking about. We can reference the Pirates of your 90s and say, look, this was a beast.
Yes, 90s.
This was a beast.
And
now,
90s.
let me continue. I'll give you an opportunity. What I'm saying about Pirates, you look at how they finish a season on a high and how they begin a season on a low. This time around, we've seen them in the MTN Cup. We can't take anything away from them. They did well. When it comes to a point system tournament, it's an issue for Pirates, in my opinion.
So they're good at knockout competitions.
They're so good at knockouts. They're so good at it. These cups that come so quick, then the ones that drive. A league is something that drives. A CAF Champions League, it drives. It needs you to have that mentality.
But not long ago, they went the final of the Confed Cup. Not long ago.
So with that said, now, Lufuno, you say Pirates are going to be in the top 4. Yeah. Looking at the way that Yanga has been going, they've been preparing themselves, they've been ruthless to the opposition. Where do you see them? Look, you still remember my dream final. My dream final, just so that everybody's clear. If Mamelodi Sundowns can get to the final, Coach Mangoba, no pressure. It's only a final, Chief. To meet Wananchi in the finals, where do you see?
I told you. You'll have 2 teams from South Africa in the semi-final. You'll have Alali, you'll have Esperance in the semi-final.
So you're not seeing Wananchi there?
No.
Yeah. Wananchi got no love for you.
It's not about love. It's about
maybe he's a red and white type of a guy.
Look, Wananchi hasn't been tested against Ali. They've not been in the group where they had to go in a knockout and go to what you call to Cairo. They've not been in Tunis. They've not been tested in that way. Yes, they got to the quarterfinal in Loftus. They did not win against Sundowns. They were knocked out.
Okay.
So I'm just saying to you, it's not as easy as you think it is in the Champions League. It's a very difficult space to be in. And it can take you 3 to 4
Wananchi,
years
I
to
give
get to
you
the final.
enemy of the state. Gentlemen, while we've looked at Wananchi and we've looked at Pirates, so Raja had some interesting stuff.
Yeah, Joseph Zimbabwe.
Undefeated, invincible. Thank you very much, Coach. Bye-bye.
Yeah, unfortunately, we have to start with the unfortunate part of Asalimo. You know, it's quite irritating that a good coach as him that has done so much for the team. You know, for a team to go a whole entire season of 30 games without losing,
It's a keeper.
you don't throw away such a thing. Worst part, they lost him and they lost his assistant.
The whole technical team.
The whole
is gone.
technical team
Literally
is gone.
gone.
Yeah.
So with that said, I mean, we were at the verge of the coach of Coach Ramovich was almost
TS
in the-
Galaxy.
I mean, announcements were done. The man is leaving. How did that then go whereby from moving from having a coach agreed to no, I'm no longer coming?
Yeah, I think they will find it very difficult.
The good thing is it was in an off season, so you can't say players were involved.
Look, they've got a whole new technical team. Of course, we don't know the approach of the new technical team, how it will be in terms of the players. And you know, when you had a team that was invincible, now you've got a coach that do things differently. It can either be better, you can improve, or it can actually come with the negativity of it. So let's wait and see how they're going to approach the whole season, plus the Champions League.
Do you rate that? I mean, if you go to Casablanca, Raja, they fill that stadium with the green and white.
Yeah, look, they're like the Celtic of Morocco, you know. When you take both Celtics, the one in South Africa and the one in Scotland, it then tells you, look, this is a good team and you can't take anything away from them. Their fans fill up their stadium and they're supporting the team. But for me, the most important thing is that they need to get through to the first game they play. You know, they're not just going to meet a simple team in the team that they're playing with. You know, they want to play somebody. It's just like Pirates. The team that's playing Pirates has played TS Galaxy. You know, TS Galaxy.
So they know what it's like to.
They know what's like being in South Africa. You know, same goes for.
But they will be tested with the chameleon football. They will be tested with the chameleon. They will look for that ball. I've seen glimpse of what Widad will do recently, and I saw the ball was moving around. The chameleon football.
So
at
we now,
its best.
Lufuno is now a fan of chameleon football.
No, I'm not
he
a
spent-
fan.
No, I'm just
I'm
saying.
just saying to you.
spend many weeks telling us how chameleon football is slow and all that. We're in the Champions League, here, Chief.
Yeah.
Please, the chameleon
But
football
they will be
must
tested. They
No,
will
but
be
you-
tested.
Okay. Having said all that, Champions League people, we require your permission to now enter the comfort space. Stellenbosch can't even play at home. Their stadium does not even comply.
They're selling players. Are they ready for that?
See,
I think it's, when I look at Stellis, it's not a matter of readiness, it's a matter of the experience. You know, as much as every coach wants to win a game, but you look at that squad with the players that Lefuna is referencing, maybe your Reyners, you know, your Van Rooyen. These are key players. You know, chances are they might just lose even Basadine. We never know.
no, those who wanted Basadine, Chief, they don't have the
It's
money.
not only
to-
them. There's other teams that are there in the
okay,
picture.
maybe
you know.
from others, not
There
from
are
those ones.
There are other teams.
But here's my thing about Stellis Lufuno, ne? And we've seen what Stellis do. Stellis are not necessarily about stars. They're about a system. Because them losing players is not the first time they've lost players. They've, in the past, lost the likes of Mendieta. They've lost the likes of Mtetwa. They've lost the likes of Dupree. They've lost the likes of Quinica. And yet they move on seamlessly. Meaning Steve Barker, his technical team, his analyst team, they're doing a fantastic job.
I agree with you on that. But the last time then when they lost Reyners and they lost Dupree, they struggled to score goals. They really struggled. If I were to ask you now and said, without Reyners, who will take responsibility to score goals at Stellenbosch now? You would have to think a little bit.
Okay. In this round, Sekukuni, the big boys, they wait for those that...
They have the coach.
Eh?
They have the coach.
Man, wait, man. But see, quickly as we wrap up this, now Coach Fadlu has to now play in the Confed with Simba.
Yeah.
He's a new coach, new environment. How do you see him doing?
I think Fadlu will do well. I mean, he's matured now into that space of coaching in foreign countries, if I can put it in that way, in terms of being in the North African space, and he's back now. He's go Simba. I think he's going to do well. You see the Prisons games they had. They had quite a good preseason. They just won 1-0, not long ago.
We won't say the derby where they got nice.
No, they had a hide in there.
Simba, Coach Fadlu, Wayne Sunderland and the camp, how do you see them doing?
Most definitely Simba will want to go all the way and win the Confed Cup. The
Not even group.
They
Wananchi, I
will
told you
want
he's
to
a
win.
Simba
No,
fan.
but I'm just saying, no, look at Simba. The Simba are in the space of always playing the Champions League. They've got experience. For me, my expectations is that they need to go all the way to the final in that tournament. Remember, the Wananchi, they were right in the final. It helps you to prepare for the next season when you go to the Champions League. And by the way, Impo, the teams that are now playing in the Confed, they are very good teams. Absolutely good.
Point in reference Azam.
There are teams that have failed to get into the Champions League. These teams fail. They normally play in the Champions League. If you look at the team that won the Confed Cup last season, Zamalek, they always play in the Champions League. It's very difficult to beat teams that are playing. And FC Berekani, they were always there. These are tough teams.
Okay, we hear you, Lufuno. Wananchi, I told you, Lufuno, not a supporter. He's a Simba fan. He sees Wananchi not making. My dream final still stand. Mamelodi Sundowns versus Yanga in the finals. Gentlemen, it's been good. It's been real. We will come back after everybody has played their first round. And by that time, we should know who's starting to look like what. Who knows? When the big boys come out and play, it will be something different. Don't forget to subscribe, click and comment, and we look forward to your comments. Thank you for joining us. Have a super one.
I saw a cherry, and it was red.